Well, it's Cyber Monday, which means instead of waiting in line for holiday markdowns, consumers are spending time online. This after a major weekend full of shopping Black Friday deals. Here to talk with us about the holiday shopping trend is Holly the Money Therapist, best-selling author of Do You Know Where Your Money Is? Holly, thanks for being with us.
Great to be here.
Do you think Black Friday and Cyber Monday spending gives us any kind of national spending forecast?
Yes, absolutely. Interestingly, the name Black Friday came about in the 60s because most retailers are actually in the red until Black Friday weekend. So for those that don't know what the red and the black is, the red is when you're losing money. So a lot of retailers are not profitable until this weekend, and it's very critical because of that. And it dictates what they're going to do with their budget for the next year.
And how did sales do this year?
They were down about 10%. It kind of depends on the source that you go to, but it's been pretty consistent, around 10%. But I really strongly feel like the cyber sales are going to be about 25% up. So it's going to be interesting to see what the end result is, because I think it's going to be a really good one. And I just think people don't want to go shopping anymore. It's too stressful, and depending on where you live, the weather was bad this last weekend, at least here in Dallas, and people don't want to fight the crowds. You know, you can go online and you can buy whatever you want and have it delivered to your house. It's so much easier. So I definitely think by the time the holidays are over that it's going to be a really good result.
So the low in-store sales doesn't necessarily mean a weaker holiday shopping season overall.
Absolutely not. Although I've seen some articles from really reputable sources like Forbes that think that the sales are going to be down and that it could even change whether the interest rates go up or not. And I don't really agree with that, because the interest rates are really low now anyway. They have to go up at some point anyway. So I don't know if anything that extreme is going to happen, but I definitely, just from people that I've talked to, know that most people want to do the cyber shopping. It's such a great deal, and it's unlimited. You can go anywhere you want. You're not limited to the mall that you want to go to that's close to where you live.
Now, are retailers playing a role in shifting shopping online, or is this mostly consumer generated?
It's both. The retailers are definitely going online for the same reason, because then they have anybody in the country or in the world can buy from them. So why limit yourself to a store? And there's a lot of things that people need to go to the store for. I mean, if we're just going to talk about clothes, for example, there's certain things like shoes that you might want to put on and make sure that they're comfortable, but there's so many things. And I actually got myself a new computer the other day that's supposed to arrive today because it was such a ridiculous sell from Best Buy, which has been one of the biggest retailers for Black Friday.
Now, not everyone is shopping during these holiday deals. The latest report from the Commerce Department shows we're putting more money into savings. What's a healthy balance between spending and saving?
That's a great question. And I think if somebody's not saving, because this is a very personal answer, it depends on a lot of different things. But if somebody's not saving, then I'm a big fan of paying all of your bills first. And if you have debts, pay 4 times more than what the credit card is telling you to pay, because we all know that the minimum on a credit card is so low that if they tell you to spend $25 a month on your payment, go ahead and pay $100 on it. And then whatever's left over, if you're just now starting to save, take half of that literally and put it into your savings, because again, this is after you've paid all of your bills and you've made payments on your debts, because you want to balance these things. And then with the other half, you can split it up between things like contributions to whatever charity that you want or your church, and also luxury items, whatever is fun for you. And the rest of it can go into short-term savings, like when you need to get tires, or maybe you're saving up for a really good trip. And I think that's a really simple model to start out with.
Great insights. Thanks for being with us, Holly.
You bet. Have a great day.
You too.